President-elect Joe Biden has avoided getting into the mud with these unfounded election fraud claims because he wants to make it clear he has a lot of work ahead of him, and he really doesn't have the time to take to mess with this crap. Take a look.
Vice President-elect and I, as this was pointed out, have just concluded a video conference with the executive leadership of the National Governors Conference. What really pleased me was that the governors made clear that beating COVID-19 is going to require all of us working together as one country. He will go down in history as being one of the most irresponsible presidents in American history.
Now, some people are asking, is he taking the right approach? I mean, he has basically said all the stuff he's doing. I'm hiring these people, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I mean, what do you think people are expecting of him, Sarah?
Exactly what he is doing. Calm, cool, and collected. This is one of the many reasons I voted for him. He is careful with his language now. The campaign is over. He has been elected. So now he's elevating all of the conversation. And I always say, when your actions speak for you, don't interrupt. Trump right now, and I can't believe that I'm comparing a president of the United States right now to a toddler, but I have young kids at home. When they scream and throw themselves on the ground and refuse to do something you're saying, you cannot endorse it or have a conversation with it. It's all irrational. So you have to walk away and you have to let it play out. And right now, I mean, bring it on 2020 at this point. I mean, this is probably not a weird conversation for this year, but the contrast is the answer in itself. Watching these two men and how they handle their business. Reporters keep asking Biden, because I think any quote regarding Trump will be a headline. So they want to bait him and they keep wanting to get him to talk about it. And he keeps saying, my judgment is that we'll get further along by actually working with our Republican colleagues now. He is doing everything he said he would do. And I like to just find comfort in something a wise friend once told me. Her name was Whoopi Goldberg. Tick-tock, tick-tock. The time is coming regardless, and on January 20th, we will be in a new place.
I'm so glad you didn't do the rest of that.
No, I didn't want it to be bleeped. TikTok.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, I was waiting for it too. Sonia, I want to know what you think of all this, and do you think they should have cameras in these courtrooms when he goes in, when the other side goes in to do their stuff? Why aren't there cameras there?
Well, I've always been in favor of cameras in the courtroom, and you know that, Whoopi. I mean, you know, I testified in front of Congress in support of cameras in the courtroom, and unfortunately, it's sort of a mixed bag. Some people agree, some people don't. But, you know, I think that what we're seeing is perhaps the return of stability. And I think this country is really aching for that. Let's remember that the Trump administration is not allowing the free flow of this transition, right? They're blocking that. They're not letting President-elect Biden meet with people in the government, but he's doing it anyway. He's working around that. My understanding is that those comments came after a virtual meeting, a safe, COVID-safe meeting with Republican and Democratic governors. And during that meeting, he discussed a national mask mandate. He plans to distribute a coronavirus vaccine and the need to help cash-strapped states. And so he's getting the job done, not necessarily arguing it in front of cameras, but still providing the American people, I think, with the stability that we need, because we've sorely missed it for 4 years. And I think that's what he has to do.
Right. And Anna, what do you think? I mean, what do they think he's not doing?
Look, I think Joe Biden is striking the right tone, but I think the American people, I think people around him, I think we need to be flooding congressional switchboards and social media and calling on Republicans to step up, speak up, find their backbone, and stop this, because tick-tock, tick-tock, but there's 60 days left. There's 60 days left to January 20th, and the things that Donald Trump is doing, the way he's gutting national defense, the way he is impeding a seamless transition in the midst of a surging pandemic, all those things are incredibly, incredibly dangerous with 2 months left. Republican complicit silence cannot remain, and the American people must push Republicans to put country over party, country over Trump.
Yeah.